Ladies and gentlemen, let's face it, excuses are comfortable, they're easy. They allow you to stay in your cozy little bubble, to stay safe, and to avoid taking any real risks. But let me tell you something, and let it sink in, excuses are killing you. They're killing your potential, they're killing your dreams, and they're keeping you stuck exactly where you are. If you want to stay where you are, by all means, keep making excuses. But if you want to change your life, if you want to see your goals become reality, if you want to experience greatness, you have to stop hiding behind those excuses. Because every excuse you make is just a way of telling yourself why you're not good enough or why you can't do something. Excuses are the silent killers of ambition. They convince you that you don't have the time, the money, or the right circumstances. They tell you that you're too young, too old, too inexperienced, or not smart enough. But all of that is just noise. The truth is, the only thing standing between where you are and where you want to be is action. And I'm talking about relentless, unapologetic action. Not planning, not dreaming, not hoping, but doing. Action is the only thing that separates the successful from the unsuccessful. Action is the difference between living your life on the sidelines and being in the game. You can talk about your goals all day long, but until you start moving toward them, they're just words. You have to take responsibility for where you are in life. Stop blaming your boss, your family, your past, your circumstances. Life isn't fair. It never was. And it never will be. But the moment you stop pointing fingers and start pointing at yourself is the moment you take control. The moment you decide no more excuses, no more blaming, no more complaining, you become the architect of your own future. You are the one who decides what happens next. If you're not where you want to be, it's on you. No one else. And that's the hard truth. But once you accept that, once you realize you're the one in the driver's seat, everything changes. You stop waiting for the right time, for the right opportunity, for the perfect moment. You create those moments. You make it happen no matter what. But here's what's holding most people back: fear, doubt. Those voices inside your head telling you that you're not ready, that you don't have what it takes, that you'll fail. Let me tell you something, fear is a liar. Doubt is your enemy, and if you let those things control you, you'll never get anywhere. The truth is, you're never going to feel fully ready. There's never going to be a perfect moment. You just have to take the first step and keep moving. Small action leads to big results. So stop waiting for the stars to align and start taking action today. Every step forward, no matter how small, moves you closer to your goal. Success is not about having a perfect plan. It's about showing up and doing the work, day in and day out. Relentlessly, it's about taking action even when you're tired, when you're uncertain, when you're scared, when the odds are stacked against you. It's about waking up every single day and doing what others won't. It's about doing the things that others aren't willing to do because they're too busy making excuses. If you're serious about achieving success, you have to commit to taking massive action no matter what. This is the difference between those who succeed and those who don't. The successful ones are the ones who just kept going. They didn't quit. They didn't stop. They didn't listen to the excuses. They kept pushing, kept moving, and kept taking action no matter what. So let me make this crystal clear: the time for excuses is over. The time for waiting is over. The time for complaining is over. If you want to make something of your life, it's time to stop talking and start doing. Stop looking for reasons why you can't and start finding reasons why you must. Your future is in your hands, and the only thing standing between you and the life you want is action. So get up, get moving, and don't stop. The world is waiting for you to show up. Now go out and make it happen. Excuses are one of the greatest traps you can fall into. They're like quicksand. They look harmless at first, but before you know it, they suck you in, and the more you struggle, the deeper you sink. And let me tell you something, every time you make an excuse, you pay a price. You might not feel it in the moment, but trust me, the cost is real. Excuses may give you a temporary sense of relief, but they rob you of your potential, your growth, and ultimately your success. They prevent you from stepping into your greatness, and they keep you stuck in a place of mediocrity. I think about the things you've told yourself in the past. I don't have enough time, I'm not good enough, the timing isn't right. I don't have the resources, these are just excuses, and they sound innocent, don't they? But each excuse is a wall between you and your dreams. Each one is a barrier, a reason not to move forward, a justification for why you stay where you are. The cost of those excuses isn't just the opportunities you're missing, it's the potential you're leaving on the table. You have untapped power, untapped talent, and untapped opportunity inside of you. But every excuse you make is like an anchor dragging you down, keeping you from the heights you were meant to reach. The cost of excuses is not just about missed opportunities, it's about lost time. Time is the one resource you can never get back. Every minute you spend making excuses is a minute you'll never reclaim. And let me tell you something, time waits for no one. While you're sitting there telling yourself you'll do it later or that things will get better when the circumstances change, the world keeps moving. People who aren't making excuses are out there taking action, building their futures while you're stuck in the same place. Time is moving faster than you think, and every excuse you make is a choice to keep wasting it. Excuses also keep you in a place of comfort, a place where growth is impossible. You see, growth doesn't happen in comfort zones. It doesn't happen when you're sitting back, waiting for the perfect moment, or hoping for the right set of circumstances. Growth happens when you're uncomfortable, when you take risks, when you make mistakes, and when you push yourself beyond your limits. But excuses make it easy to stay in that comfortable, familiar place where nothing changes. You keep telling yourself that you'll take action once things are different. But the truth is, things will never be different unless you change them. And here's the most dangerous part: excuses create a pattern. The more you make them, the easier it becomes to keep making them. It becomes your go-to response when things get tough, when fear kicks in, or when the path forward feels uncertain. You justify inaction with your excuses, and over time, they become your reality. Before you know it, you've built a life around excuses, and you've convinced yourself that you're doing your best, even though you're not. You've made peace with mediocrity, with the idea that you're doing enough, even though deep down you know you're not living up to your full potential. The cost of excuses is ultimately your self-respect. The more you make excuses, the more you chip away at your own belief in yourself. You start doubting your abilities because you've been telling yourself for so long that you can't do it. You've been rationalizing your inaction, and in the process, you've disconnected from your own power. The truth is, the only thing standing between you and your dreams is your willingness to act, to make decisions, and to push through the discomfort. The only thing that can hold you back is the excuses you keep making. And every time you let an excuse slip by, you reinforce the belief that you can't do it. You're capable of so much more than you realize, but as long as you continue making excuses, you'll never discover just how powerful you truly are. Every time you refuse to make an excuse, you break through that barrier and open up a world of possibility. And the beauty of it is, once you stop making excuses, once you take ownership of your actions and outcomes, you'll never look back. The cost of excuses will be nothing more than a distant memory, and you'll be moving forward with clarity, purpose, and unstoppable momentum. The question is, are you ready to stop paying the price? Are you ready to step up, take action, and stop allowing excuses to rob you of your future? Because the moment you do, you'll realize just how much you were capable of all along. Action is the only solution to the problems that stand in your way. You can dream all you want, you can plan until the sun sets and rises again, but without action, nothing changes. You can sit there thinking, hoping, wishing for something better, but guess what? That's not how the world works. The world doesn't reward your intentions. It doesn't care about your thoughts or ideas. It rewards your ability to execute, your willingness to get off your backside and move toward what you say you want. Success doesn't care about how much you talk or how smart you think you are. Success cares about one thing: what you do. We live in a time where everyone has a plan, a vision, a dream. Everybody's got an idea for what they want to do, but how many of them are actually taking action? How many are waking up every day with a commitment to make their dreams a reality? Not many. Most people sit on their potential and make excuses about why they can't take action. They wait for the perfect moment. They wait for the stars to align. They wait for someone to give them permission. Well, let me tell you, waiting is not a strategy. Waiting is a slow death to your dreams. You cannot afford to wait. You cannot afford to stay in the comfort of your thoughts. You have to step out and make things happen. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is simple action. It doesn't matter how smart you are, how talented, or how much you know. It matters what you do with that knowledge. If you sit on your ideas and plans, you're wasting your time. Action is the vehicle that turns dreams into reality. Without it, your thoughts, your goals, your vision remain a figment of your imagination, locked away in your mind, never to be seen by the world. The moment you start taking action is the moment everything changes. That's when the universe begins to open doors for you. That's when you begin to see results. The truth is, the best time to start is right now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when you feel ready. Now. You think you're waiting for the right time, but the right time will never come. If you wait for it to feel easy, for things to fall into place, you will wait forever. Every great success story is built on a foundation of relentless action. It's the ones who pushed through the resistance, who faced the fear and doubt, who took action even when they didn't feel ready, who achieved greatness. Action is not always about having the perfect plan. It's about showing up, doing the work, and adjusting as you go. You learn by doing. You gain clarity through action. Waiting for perfection is just a form of procrastination. Perfection is an illusion. Progress is what matters. So stop making excuses. Stop waiting for everything to be just right. Take what you have right now, your skills, your resources, your drive, and start. Do something. Do anything. It doesn't matter how small the step is. What matters is that you take that first step and then the next one, and the next one after that. Action compounds. Momentum builds. And before you know it, you're on a path that leads to where you want to be. Every moment you delay is a moment you'll never get back. Every day you hesitate is a day you could have moved closer to your goals. Time is your most valuable asset, and you're wasting it by not acting. The reality is, there's never going to be a moment where you feel 100% ready. That's not how life works. You're going to have doubts. You're going to question yourself. But you have to keep moving, even when you don't have all the answers. Your success is not determined by how much you know, but by how much you do. It's determined by your ability to take action, even when the outcome is uncertain. It's determined by your willingness to keep pushing, keep striving, and keep working toward your vision, no matter how long it takes. And when you look back at the end of your journey, you'll realize that the one thing that made the difference, the thing that separated you from everyone else, was the ability to take action, to never stop moving forward, and to keep grinding no matter what. Action is the key. Action is the solution. And it's in your hands right now. So take it and watch your life transform. Taking responsibility is the single most empowering choice you will ever make in your life. It's the moment when you stop blaming others, when you stop making excuses and you step into your full potential. Because as long as you keep pointing fingers at the world, your circumstances, or the people around you, you're giving away your power. You're allowing things outside of yourself to control your destiny. And let me tell you this, your destiny is yours alone to shape. Taking responsibility means you are no longer a passive observer in your own life. It means you're not waiting for someone to hand you success or for life to give you the perfect opportunity. No, When you take responsibility, you wake up every day with the mindset that you are in charge. You create the conditions for your own success. You stop waiting for the world to be perfect and start realizing that you have everything you need to make progress right now. When you take responsibility, you stop relying on the approval or validation of others. You understand that your future is determined by your own decisions, your own actions, and your own mindset. The moment you stop blaming the past or the present for where you are, you gain the power to change your future. Now, don't confuse responsibility with guilt or shame. I'm not talking about carrying the weight of mistakes or failures on your back. What I'm talking about is the ability to look at your situation, at your results, and say, this is where I am because of the choices I made. But I can change that. I can do something about it. It's about acknowledging your mistakes, owning them, and learning from them without letting them define you. It's about understanding that even when life doesn't go according to plan, you still have the power to adjust, adapt, and take the necessary steps to make it better. Taking responsibility is about empowerment, not punishment. It's the moment when you understand that your actions, your decisions, and your mindset will determine the life you create. Too many people are stuck in the victim mentality. They feel helpless. They feel as though life is happening to them, and they wonder why nothing ever changes. Well, nothing changes because they're not changing. They're not taking control. They're not stepping up to the plate and owning their life. They've handed over the reins, and now they're stuck waiting for someone else to fix things. But the truth is, no one is coming to save you. No one is going to walk into your life and magically make things better. That responsibility lies with you, and only you. You have the power to create your own solutions, to design your own future, and to rewrite your story no matter where you've been or what you've faced. When you take responsibility, you stop being at the mercy of circumstances. You realize that every challenge, every obstacle is simply an opportunity for growth. It's a lesson in disguise, a moment to build your character, and a chance to show the world and yourself that you are capable of overcoming anything. It doesn't matter what life throws your way. When you own your responsibility, you rise above it. You don't wait for the perfect situation, the right moment, or the perfect person. You create it. You make the decision that you are going to succeed no matter the odds. Taking responsibility also means not waiting for motivation or inspiration to strike. Too many people are waiting for some external force to ignite their fire. But the reality is, motivation is fleeting. It's unreliable. The true power comes from within you. The discipline to take action, to stay consistent, and to keep pushing forward, even when things get tough, comes from your decision to take responsibility for your journey. You don't need anyone to light that fire for you. You've got the match, you've got the fuel, and all you need is the will to strike it. And here's the real secret: the moment you take full responsibility for your life is the moment you unlock your true potential. You stop seeing yourself as a product of your environment and start seeing yourself as a creator of your circumstances. You're no longer waiting for the right time or the right conditions. You understand that you can make things happen regardless of the situation you're in. This is where growth begins. This is where your power begins. And when you fully embrace that power, nothing in the world can stop you. You are the architect of your future, and once you own that, you step into a life of limitless possibilities. Fear and doubt, two of the most paralyzing forces in the human experience. We've all felt them at one point or another. The crushing weight of uncertainty, the voice in your head telling you that you're not good enough, not strong enough, not capable enough. But let me tell you something right now: fear and doubt are nothing but illusions. Illusions designed to keep you from your greatness. They're not real, and they have no power over you unless you give it to them. The moment you decide that you will not let fear control your life, you take back your power. The moment you silence doubt and push forward despite the voice that says you can't, that's when you unlock your true potential. Every fear is a natural part of life, and don't ever let anyone tell you that you can live a fearless life. That's a lie. Fear will always be there. It will show up whenever you're about to step out of your comfort zone, whenever you're about to take that next leap toward your dreams. But here's the thing, fear is not a sign that you shouldn't move forward. Fear is a sign that you are on the verge of something great. Fear doesn't mean you're not capable, it means you're about to do something extraordinary. Fear is simply your body's way of saying, this matters. This is important. When you face your fears head on, you learn that they only have the power you allow them to have. When you realize that fear is just an emotion, something that comes and goes, you begin to see that it doesn't control you. You control it. Doubt, on the other hand, is a sneaky killer. It creeps into your mind and chips away at your confidence, making you question your abilities, your worth, and your dreams. It whispers that you're not capable, that you don't have what it takes, that others are smarter, better, more qualified. And if you listen to those whispers long enough, they'll turn into loud, deafening screams that will stop you in your tracks. But you have to understand something. Doubt is not your truth. It's just a reflection of your insecurities, the parts of you that aren't sure of what you're capable of yet. Doubt feeds on uncertainty, but the only way to kill it is through action. The more you move forward, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable, that you are enough. Each step you take toward your goal, each challenge you face, each moment you push through the discomfort will drown out the doubt. Doubt thrives, and inaction, it dies in the face of bold, decisive steps. When fear and doubt rise up, they want to stop you. They want to keep you from becoming who you were meant to be. But I'm telling you right now, they can't stop you unless you let them. The most successful people in this world are not the ones who didn't feel fear or doubt, they're the ones who didn't let it stop them. They're the ones who used it as fuel to push forward, to prove to themselves that they could do what they once thought was impossible. When you take action in the face of fear, you rob it of its power. When you move despite your doubts, you prove to yourself that you are more powerful than anything standing in your way. Now, how do you overcome fear and doubt? The answer is simple: take action, even if it's just a small step. Move in the direction of your dreams, even when you don't have all the answers, even when you don't feel fully ready. It's the action, not the perfection, that builds momentum. When you move forward, the fear doesn't go away, but you learn to move with it, to let it fuel your desire to succeed. And with every step, the doubt gets quieter. With every challenge you face, your belief in yourself grows stronger. It's like building muscle. The more you face fear and doubt, the stronger you get. The more you act in the face of uncertainty, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving whatever you set your mind to. Here's the truth: you're going to feel fear. You're going to feel doubt. But that doesn't mean you have to let them control you. Every successful person you look up to, every person who has ever achieved greatness, has faced fear and doubt. They didn't wait for it to go away, they moved in spite of it. And you can do the same. So the next time fear and doubt show up, don't run from them. Don't try to avoid them. Face them head on, use them as fuel, and keep moving forward. Take that step, take that leap. Trust in yourself, because you are capable of more than you know. The only thing standing between where you are now and where you want to be is your decision to take action. So decide right now you will not let fear or doubt stop you. You will move forward, you will achieve greatness, and you will do it despite everything that tells you you can't. It all comes down to one simple truth: fear and doubt are not your enemies. They are your reminders that you are on the verge of something extraordinary. They show up because you're about to step into a new level of greatness. But you must choose to act, to move, to push forward despite them. The world will not wait for you to get over your fears, and neither should you. Your dreams are too important to let fear and doubt hold you back. The moment you take action, you claim your power and you prove to yourself that there's nothing you cannot achieve. So stop waiting for the fear to disappear. Stop hoping for the doubts to go away. Instead, step forward with courage, with confidence, and with the unwavering belief that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. Fear and doubt are not your limits, they are your invitation to grow. Embrace that challenge, take action now, and watch as you break through every barrier standing in your way. You have everything you need inside you. So don't wait. Take the step. Your future begins today.